What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so shout out to the brother Raul B once again. This was a donation a couple of days ago, $60 donation. Salute to you, brother. And this is one of the fantasy basketball pickup scenarios. What if scenarios that he had requested. I'm going to do the second one tomorrow. The first one is, what if Stephen A. Smith played a game of 21, best of 3 series with Barack Hussein Obama? The venue is in a basketball recreational park where people gather to watch, and the winner gets McDonald's from the loser. Okay. So this is a game of 21, best of 3. Okay. So, of course, you have Stephen A. Smith, also known as Stephen A. Snitch, also known as Screaming A. Smith, one of the biggest buck dancers on television. He pretty much runs BSPN. He brags endlessly about having the #1 sports show on television for 12 years. He is currently 57 years old, and he has the most depleted hairline on television since Sherman Hemsley. All right, he's 57 years old, but got to admit, he has gotten into great shape. I don't know how much weight he's lost, but I would assume from looking at him, he's lost about 50. I would give him about 50 pounds. And he's in probably the best shape he's been in since at least the early 2000s. I would give him like that, somewhere around that range, right? So you got him, you got Barack Hussein Obama, 44th president of the United States, president from 2009 to 2017. Barack Obama's never really been out of shape. A little bit chubby as a kid, but as an adult, he's always been skinny. He's about 6'1", both about the same height, about 6'1". Barack is older though. Barack is, matter of fact, I think he's around 6 years older. He's 63. And while he did display athleticism to a great degree when he was younger, and he plays basketball, I wouldn't say that he was the prospect Stephen A. Smith was. Now, look, do I think Stephen A. Smith put dubs on a lot of stuff? Absolutely. You know, he claims that he made 17 shots in a row, Clarence Big House games, helped to get him a scholarship immediately, but his college basketball career was derailed by a knee injury. So he claims. You know what I'm saying? So look, this is the way I look at it. Stephen A. Smith is still a younger man. They're both older guys. They're both dirt old. But there's a difference between 63 and 57. It is. You look at both of them as old, but 57 is 57 and 63 is 63. Stephen Smith is probably, like I said, in the best shape he's been in quite some time. Barack Obama, I remember him exercising, but Stephen Smith seems like he's gotten really more into fitness. I remember him sharing a story about he was this close to developing diabetes, type 2 diabetes. He had hypertension, high cholesterol. So he's really gotten on a kick as far as his health is concerned. And whether he's taking Ozempic, I don't give a damn. At the end of the day, the goal is to lose weight and get healthier. So look, whether he's taking Ozempic or whether he did it the old-fashioned way with diet and exercise, salute to him, okay? Because it don't matter how he did it. The the best thing about it, and the main good thing is whether you do it, period. You know. So look, Stephen A. Smith is the superior basketball talent. Um, from watching Barack Obama play, he seems like a guy that is only serviceable as far as playing pickup game, whereas Stephen A. Smith covers the sport. Stephen A. Smith at one point was playing, in a competitive environment and was playing organized basketball. He was playing for a college. He was playing college basketball. So from a skill standpoint, you got to give it to Stephen A. Smith. You know, in this scenario, you got to give it to Stephen A. Smith. If they're playing to 21, I don't know how good a game Barack Obama has. I mean, I've seen him in pickup games footage. He seems like he has his spots. He can hit his spots, but this was when he was younger, though. This is when, he first got into the White House. I saw him playing basketball. That's when he was like in his late 40s, a little bit older than I am now. He seemed okay, but I watched Stephen A. Smith recently on his podcast, on his YouTube podcast, working on his mechanics and his shooting and his muscle memory with Lethal Shooter, right? And I gotta say, Stephen A. Smith, to be his age, he moves pretty good. Now, look, there's one thing, being in the gym, practicing, shooting shots, even though I'm pretty sure the film was and the video was edited. Still, he looked pretty good. You know what I'm saying? He looked damn good for his age. So, me personally, I think with the crowd being there, Stephen A. Smith probably don't want to show up Barack Obama too much. He don't want to get an ass whooping from Secret Service because you can't be too physical with the president. So that gives the president a bit of an advantage. You know what I'm saying? So Stephen Smith don't want to, catch too many goddamn blows from Secret Service. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know they ain't gonna do too much to him, but still, you can't be physical with the former president of the United States. You just can't do it. So I see Barack Obama gonna get room to get his shot off. The question is, in this scenario, I think how aggressive does Stephen A. Smith go at him? Because Stephen A. Smith, I suspect right now, going up against Barack Obama, he has more quickness, he has more speed. He seems like, and he bragged about being a great three-point shooter. In that video footage we saw James Harden some years ago, it didn't look like it. But, I have seen video footage of Stephen A. Smith knocking down three-pointers. So Stephen A. Smith seems to be a guy that can shoot from range. It's like he had a pretty good mid-range jump shot. I don't think he's a great driver of the basketball. I don't think that was his game. I think when he played in college, he was a point guard / guard. So I'm pretty sure he has decent ball handling abilities. Decent. He's definitely not on the level of an NBA player, but I think he's better than Barack. So I'll put it like this. If it's a game, best out of three, I think Stephen A. takes him in two. And as far as the score, even with Secret Service there to give Barack Obama the advantage, I think Barack probably loses something like 21-9, 21-7. Maybe if he, gets it going a little bit with his jump shot, 21-12. But I don't think it'll be particularly close. But like I said, it's a difference between playing pickup basketball with, Hakeem Jeffries actually somebody a little bit older than that. It'd be one thing playing pickup basketball with John Scalise or, George W. Bush. You know what I'm saying? Barack is 6'1", which is a little bit taller than average. So we're going up against the average person in Washington, they were like 5'10", 5'11", 5'9". So Barack normally has a bit of a reach advantage and a height advantage, but that won't be the case going against Stephen A. Smith, who in the basketball realm is used to going up against, well, when he was playing in college and high school, was used to going up against people bigger than him and probably more talented than him. So I give it to Stephen A. Smith. I don't think it'll be particularly close. You know, still don't like Stephen A. Smith. Still don't like him. So Barack Obama's going to foot the bill. Well, I guess he'll foot the bill now. He's not an actual government official. He'll foot the bill for McDonald's and with the E. coli thing going around right now, I don't think they'll be eating the double quarter pounders. They might eat something safe, maybe like some, I don't know, maybe a McRib or something non-ground. Look, I know they say it's the onions, but I haven't eaten McDonald's. Well, I haven't eaten McDonald's in a long time anyway. But I definitely won't eat their ground beef, because if they saying the E. coli outbreak is caused by the onions on the quarter pounder, I don't want to take a chance of even eating that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, I wouldn't want to eat anything from McDonald's, but especially the burgers. So if they do go to McDonald's, maybe the chicken nuggets, 10-piece nugget, and maybe a McFish or something. Definitely no onions, and definitely nothing that could even have a chance of carrying that crap. None of the, you know what I'm saying? No onions, uh, none of that stuff. None of the, what you call it, it's the sauce you put on chicken. Tartar sauce, none of that stuff. But yeah, that's how I look at it, man. Stephen A. Smith takes this, I think, in 2 games, best out of 3. I don't think Barack gets any games, and it won't be pretty close. I mean, it won't be close at all. Won't be close at all. Tell me what you guys think.